T1. However, Renata is still dumpster royalty right there with TF. Both of them 0 and 8 at this event. We'll see if T1 can break that curse here, as the AD carry for Gen.G will be Sivir.
So Sivir?
And I feel like the big point of contention is going to be this bot lane 2 versus 2.
Absolutely. All right.
Is. 300 HP on both of our AD carries as the auto attacks keep flying back and forth. The junglers both collecting their second buffs, but it is Gumayusi and Keria getting the better trade. Flash from Duro, but he's still caught. First blood, 2v2.
The game. We will see Canyon in a position. No, he's just going to drop a ward and realizes that there is no fight here. Chovy has to go back to base. Duro's got to be careful.
Yeah, Duro caught with a handshake there, but a nice shattering strike ready to respond. Canyon joining up
the T1, which means that T1 will have better positioning, but Duro and Chovy cutting off the route for Keria, who just ticked over to level 6. That could very well be the level difference.
Okay, keep your eyes on the engage going in immediately. Doran trying to use the Ornhorn, but it only finds its way on a Canyon. Now they got to try to continue to look for a little bit more engage. The lights go out, but enough ready for Gen.G as they tried to fight back. Canyon with the flashback over the wall as Ruler fires out with a ricochet. Doran trying to get his way out as the Shurima shuffle defends T1. Gen.G take control of the topside river. There's no kills, there's no bodies, but Gen.G no longer deal with resistance. T1 forced all the way out as Gumayusi lets the feathers fly, but nobody on Gen.G is under threat. Critically, T1 and Owner secured the first grub. It won't be all three for Gen.G, but they control the top side of the pit.
Yeah, Gen.G gonna be able to walk away with 2.
But he's also already here. T1 are starting up the objective. Gen.G are coming down to try to do something about it. Equalizer drop, but it only finds Owner. Magnet Storm, again, only on Owner. Here comes the Ornhorn as T1 are firing back. 1 for 1 here with the very start as Doran and Gumayusi have to fall back. Tibbers the front line for Gen.G. Faker goes in, but he doesn't have the range for the shuffle. Now Tibbers still tanking it up. Beautiful blade caller. Gen.G trying to get away now as Ruler's down to 200. Guma down to 200. Chovy nearly kills him, but it's still
special. Vetty, you said how it is, a very kind of close game right now, but I think that favors T1 because it's going very slowly.
Okay, Gen.G have control over the topside river. Rift Herald, the target. Teleport coming in from T1.
Here we go.
Herald's already down to about 4,000. T1 got to be ready to turn out the lights here soon, but the Magnet Storm already crashes down from Duro. Equalizer over the top and a ton of damage back to the Gen.G support. Backline of Gen.G under a little bit of pressure as Ruler's first to die. Owner going in looking for Chovy here too. Canyon shoveled away as Chovy has to run. T1 domination. Another kill about to come through as Doran follows Keen, and not a single man on T1 has fallen. The recall from Chovy trying to get away. The handshake denies it. Chovy on the run with the blast cone, but he's not going far. Owner ready here with a spell shield. Needs a little bit more. A double kill to Keria. A 7-1 game for T1.
It is a great engage from Duro, but it is a better answer from Keria.
So the fact that he flashed forward then meant the response from Doran, he could CC Chovy, knock him into the air, and he's removed from the fight.
T1 is looking good in game 3, a 3,000 gold lead. The additional reward after the fight. They claim soul point as well. We are only 17.5 minutes into the game, and Gen.G now have the T1 control over this bot side river.
Annie did use her ult in the top lane onto Faker, so the burst that she has available from it is not going to be up for the fight. T1 is trying to put pressure onto Gen.G knowing this.
And the Tibbers is not even alive anymore. It can't even just do the random AoE damage from the burn. So now Gen.G, they're starting up the Otacon, but no Chovy ulti. It could be very risky. T1, they don't have Faker here. He doesn't have a teleport. Gen.G are trying to force the issue before the T1 mid laner arrives. They've got the Otacon down to 3,000. Canyon's about to die. He stays alive with a nice crescent guard as it's stolen away by Owner. T1 find exactly what they need. And Owner with the clutch steal tops it off with a double kill. Gen.G just completely lost everything.
This could be an over 5,000 gold lead now. So I want to see that replay one more time because to me,
GenG is feeling the pressure across the map. Duro desperately trying to find a flank.
Duro wants the flank, but Carry has marked him. Look at Canyon, he's over the wall here. He has the flash on the Xinjiao. Equalizer already used. Magnet Storm over the top, but it doesn't find a lot. Hostile takeover, roaring through the river. Gumayushi's already killed Duro. 3 dead on Gen.G. T1.
The fight easily, claim the soul, extend the gold lead even further, and it feels like T1 are about to send us to match point.
The team fighting in this series has been nothing short of incredible. Ruler looking to get a bit of revenge.
Yeah, flashing after Carrier to get this kill. One more auto attack is what he needs. Shut down on the enemy support. Carrier 2-0-10 before that. But the cost is still the Gen.G. They gotta make something crazy happen. Chovy looking for an opportunity as T1 try to back away. Owner's gonna turn out the lights. Chovy's been found waiting in the brushes as the hostile takeover with the Doran ulti combined to instantly execute Gen.G. T1 with a quadra kill for Gumayushi.
He wants the
Match will be secured, and T1 is dominating in Game 3.
This game is mandatory VOD review for every other Renata Glask at the tournament.
Carrier. That is why this guy has won as much as he has. Faker now in trouble.
Yeah, Faker's been caught out, tries to use Emperor's Divide to make himself enough space for his team to show up, and yes, he does. Now Owner enters into the paranoia. His target is Keen. Carrier ready to follow up here, goes for the handshake, finds the enemy top laner. Faker's on a killing spree, and Ruler tries to run. Owner's in hot pursuit, and the Fear Tether doesn't have the range to proc just yet. Ruler's the target, Gumayushi's the killer, and Faker cashes in. A double kill for the Azir as T1 break into the base.
There is a cost for attacking the Emperor himself, and Gen.G have been forced to pay it. The Nexus is in their eyes.
T1 with a 5v3. First Nexus turret the target. Hostile takeover zones Gen.G away. T1 19-2. 13,000 gold ahead. All they need is a minion wave. They've got it here at the Nexus. Duro's next to die, and Chovy's Annie is about to follow. T1 in the strongest performance thus far are at match point.